when you're ready to begin putting in scores, one good thing to do first is to see how they actually are showing up on our school website and mobile app. Thing to do is you can go to menu and go to scores. When you go to scores, you're going to see by default the number one team that's going on for that particular season up top. This is your drop down list. They are not in necessarily alphabetical order, but kind of by season order. And whatever is first for that particular season is going to show up first on the mobile app and for the actual website. But users can always go down and drill down to the correct sport they want to start with. And so for this particular case, let's look at track and field. I've entered a few different dates in here. And you can see that we do more of a tournament style competition, but I put in here a one-on-one event, which is common for baseball and for basketball, football, those kind of things. So when you look at this, we left this as 0-0 as an example of something that we're going to try to avoid doing. So to get started with this, we go into Thrillshare. When we go to Thrillshare, we can see our actual events, and so we will start basically on this screen, and we scroll down until we see scores. When we see scores, we'll look for our particular team, and we choose that team, and we can go in and then modify any event at any time. So let's begin by looking at this example right here. If I choose to modify, I can see right here, by default, when I create this event, it gives me a score of 0-0. What you want to do is you want to back out of that 0 and back out of that 0 right there. And then put all your information in here. So you're going to start with your home team, whichever one that would be. If you're an away team, obviously you're going to put yourself right over here. Start date and a time and a venue. It's very good practice. Go ahead and put our actual venue name in there, and you can actually use a regular Google search to find the actual venue for where you're going to. It looks a lot more professional to see that in there, and especially it gives another reassurance that it is a home meet or an away meet competition. Save and exit, and you'll see we have no scores over here right now. If I go back to this screen right here, I can refresh it. When I refresh it, you'll see I have a score of 0-0. The cool part about this is that when you're done with the competition, you can go back in here and you can go and modify and put the final score into that particular event. So we can say right here, maybe we had 101 for Richmond Hill and maybe 89 for Effingham. We can go back in here and we can choose to save and exit. And you'll see those scores show up right here. It looks quite jumbled together, but I assure you, if you go back to the regular site, you refresh your page, you're going to see that show up correctly right here. So that's how you enter in a one-on-one event. And then if you're going to create a new event, you have one-on-one, you have tournament style, which is what we do for track and field a good bit in cross country. Then you have one-on-one with multiple outcomes. And this would be something maybe wrestling would use, or possibly volleyball, where they do basically a dual meet with multiple teams at the same event. So things to keep in mind: if we do tournament, you press continue. You can go ahead and make your event information in here. But when you're ready to go ahead and put a score line, one of the best practices to do is add multiple score lines all at one time and then start populating them that way. By doing this, it will make sure that you don't jumble up all your responses. There's no way to go fix your score lines that I have found after you put them in there. So if you have 10 different teams that competed and 10 different results and you're ranked in there somewhere, then you need to make sure that you put 10 lines in there and do that before you choose to save and exit. And that's going to help you from having to backtrack. And one of the last things to keep in mind is that if you do have team student managers that manage your particular program to a degree, we can create student accounts for them so they can go in here and work with the scores. There is a way that it can be moderated so that what is put out there has to go through an actual individual that will approve it and not approve it. So we have not done that yet, but that is an option. If that's something you're interested in, please let me know, and then we will set that up for you.